Welcome back, everyone. And those of you who are watching these predictions on my mobile app, a very big thank you. Thank you for downloading the app. Thank you for giving me a chance. And I'm going to try my best not to disappoint you. But thank you so much for making this effort and supporting my work. So I'm here with June 2021 predictions. These are general predictions for all signs. If there is some advice that I want to specifically give out for a particular sign, then I'm mentioning the sign in the predictions. Otherwise, they apply to everyone. They're general predictions. So you take what you think is applicable for you. And the signs that are applicable are sun, moon, and ascendant. So when I specifically mention a particular sign, it's for the sun, moon, and ascendant sign of that particular sign. So how are things? I told you it's slowly going to get better, right? I started the May predictions with a Shanti part for all the departed souls. This month, many of the family members and friends are back home. They're recovering. Of course, I still send all my prayers and strength to all those who have left. May their souls be in peace, and may you have the strength to bid them farewell for their forward journey. The biggest reality of our life is, which is decided the moment that we are born, that one day we have to leave. So let's accept that and move forward with life and find the strength in these difficult times to take life as it comes. And I will continue to keep coming to try to support you, to try to give you guidance that is useful. So let's start with June 2021. And before I start, I would like to thank my Jyotish gurus and my spiritual gurus for always guiding me. I'm truly grateful. So, overall energy of the month. For me, the title of this month is A Month You Need Courage For. June is going to be a very, very powerful month in your life, in everyone's life. And it's going to be a particular month where you need all your courage, when you need all your strength to define it to be a turning point in your life and to achieve everything that you want. June is a month in which, like I said, you need to have the courage. There's so many things happening in June. It's quite powerful. There's so many, crucial, important planetary positions that are coming through, and I'm just going to quickly tell you all about it. So there's a lot of action happening in the month of June. Mercury goes retrograde. Mercury is just gone retrograde already. There is a very powerful solar eclipse on the 10th of June, which is an eclipse with the northern node of the moon called Rahu in Vedic astrology. Mars is going to get into debility. Jupiter goes retrograde. And finally, the month ends with Mercury going all the way back direct. Mercury would move to move between Gemini and Taurus. I'm talking about the sidereal signs as always. So there is a lot of movement, and of course, it's going to impact us, it's going to impact you. For me, when I sat down, I saw the charts and I started writing the predictions. June is a month where you need all the courage. I had this vision in my mind, this vision of Krishna standing on top of the head of the serpent. That's what you need to do with June. You need to find your inner strength to face all your fears because they're going to be staring at your face in all sorts of forms. Climb on top of their head, push them down, and stand stop. Remember, you saw this video. Come back and watch it on a day that you really need to. But this is a month where each one of us, in some way or the other, will look at our fears. We will be faced by them, we will be challenged by them. And what we need to do is find the courage within us to look at them. And like I said, have that image of Krishna standing on top of the serpent head, pulling it down and having all the strength and the courage to stand firm. That's who you need to be. Chant Krishna mantras. May He give you the same strength that He had. May He protect you and guide you. And may each one of us overcome the fears that we are about to face. So, of course, that makes it a powerful, a unique, and a month where if you manage to do this, if you manage to look at your fears into their face and say, you know what? I let go of you. For me, this time I won't give up. I'm going to move forward. I will not be scared anymore, whether it's in relationships, whether it's just fear of lack of confidence, fear of uncertainty, no matter what your fears may be. Look at them and say, this time I will move forward and I will step on you and be firm and be even more confident than ever before. And you will come back in July and message me and say, you were right. We managed to do this and it became a turning point. So I hope this is going to be a positive turning point for each one of you. But remember, this is the month where you need all your courage. Let's start with stock market predictions now. So May had all the excitement. As I had promised you, the charts were absolutely red and green. You saw the stock market with all the highs and the low, and the volatility is going to continue in this month. There's going to be a major event happening around the eclipse, which is the second week of June, where you see a major turnaround with a lot of stocks and especially the banking sector also jumping up and down. Some stocks would just make a come around which were low, and they would suddenly see again. After seeing a huge amount of volatility, the stock market would end at a slightly more stable note as June comes to an end. Many of you will end up seeing a lot of gains and a lot of recovery. There is some very significant changes happening around the cryptocurrency in the middle of June. Some fundamental policy changes are possible, so be cautious. Those of you who are heavily invested in the cryptocurrency, there's going to be something major happening in the middle of June, in the second week after the 10th, around the 10th. So take it easy, go slow. I'm trying my best to give you the guidance here. So this is how the month is going to be for the stock market and the finances. Now let's start with the overall energy, all signs. Now let's start with the overall energy. Like I said, the signs that I mentioned, a special advice for those signs, and those signs are going to be for sun sign, moon sign, and ascendant sign. June is a month where many of you will start recovering from major losses or complete stagnancy at work that you've been experiencing for the last 2 months. There are new openings or changes that are coming in that will help you finally move forward, and solutions will reach you. You have to, in this month, sit down and say, okay, the following things are right now not working for my business. I'm not able to earn. How else can I bring in the money? How else can I support me and my family? What are the other ways? This is a month where you need to find the courage to be innovative. And trust me, it's all about intention. The moment you decide that, okay, I'm going to look at a new way, I will not wait for this deadlock to be over on its own. I'm going to get up. I'm going to have the courage. Let me see what else can I do. What new options can I create for myself? How can I change the way I work so that my work, sees further expansion? And you will find the answers. Just go seeking them. The new opportunities will start coming in the moment you decide to look at them. The most important and crucial point in the beginning of June would be stay extremely cautious with your communication. This is a time when there will be major misunderstandings, especially in the first 2 weeks of June. And many of you would feel highly temperamental or agitated. So this is why I'm warning you. Remember those days when you're just feeling restless and agitated. Tell yourself, let me stay away. Let me not have the crucial conversations. Let me avoid talking to my boss and colleagues. Let me not be stubborn with my spouse or partner or family. Remind yourself, let that one day that you're feeling it end. Start the next morning and it will sort you and save you from a lot of trouble. So remember, you saw this, and first 15 days of June, do not act on your impulses and lay low and let these days pass you by. The best way to let them go is sit down, do your own innovation, uh, look within, find your answers, do some meditation, change the way you think, change the way you react, and the time will sail you by easily. This is especially a crucial time for the sign of Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, and Virgo. Taurus has been going through a lot lately, and I'm sorry, but June is not going to be any different. In fact, the first 2 weeks, there could be just too much chaos happening in your life. There may be misunderstandings. So try take it one day at a time. And I promise you, July is going to be a much, much better space for you. Remember, for now, I understand there's been a lot going on for you. For someone, it could be just a lot of shifting changes. For someone, it could be internal turmoil. For others, it could be change of location, change of work, etc. But or some issues happening, around you in your family, in your personal relationships. So Taurus, I understand, and for some of you, it's a very significant time as well for work. But just 15 more days, 1st June, 1st to 15 June, you need to take it easy. July will bring you relief. It's the last bit. Hang in there, stay strong, and stay calm. This is also a time when Cancerians are feeling highly temperamental, and there is some amount of emotional turmoil in your life at this point. Allow this month to go by and witness your emotions rather than acting impulsively on them. Some of you need to make important decisions which involve ending business relationships or projects, or for some of you even personal relationships are being affected. My advice would be, do it in a calm tone rather than aggression. The second week is also a time of turmoil for many of you Scorpions. You need to be careful while handling your personal relationships because you might end up hurting your partners. They say the scorpion sting is cold, instant, and painful. So, dear scorpions, be careful, especially in the month of June. Think before you say, think before you act, because you might end up really pushing someone away or hurting someone. Scorpio Sun, Moon Ascendant, please follow my advice. Hold your horses, keep those thoughts within you, and wait for the 10th of July to come or July to come. And that's when you execute yourself. As we reach towards the end of June, more so after the 25th of June, many of you are dealing with changes at work. Some of you are ending projects or leaving the kind of work that you're doing and starting something new or planning a new beginning, while others of you are just facing delays and waiting for money to come in. The important thing to remember during this time is that you may feel stuck or you may feel there's no solution coming to your problems. But if you sit down calmly, look at everything carefully, the solution would be right there in front of you. Try leaving everything for a while, sit down to meditate, ask for guidance, chant, or just go within, take a break from the feeling of being stuck. Take a night away, sleep, start the next morning. Sit down, look for those new openings, and trust me, your solution would be right there. You're just going to start realizing that actually there can be better options for the way that you're dealing with things. You will find the solutions. But this is the time to carefully process everything. If you sit down calmly, the solution would be right there in front of you. For a moment, you might feel the resources are over because you have not realized there are other options which can serve and act as a solution for you. This is the time to carefully process everything, sort things out, keep what is useful, remove extra things that are not being productive for you during this time, and do some reinvention in your work. If you want detailed predictions for your sun sign and your moon sign written by me specially for you, then please download the app astrokanu and subscribe. I will be putting those predictions right in the app specially for you. The iOS is not live yet. We are in the process of testing it, but Android can do it right away because Android is live. That's how you would get personal predictions written by me. You see, I'm also facing the delays just like all of you. So iOS is running late as per my plan, but well, we just have to go with it. So this is all I have for the month of June. Remember what I said. It's a month where you need courage. It's a month that you can turn around and make it a very productive month for you. It can become a turning point in your life. You need the courage, and I send you all the strength. And may you go into July feeling that you were successful and that you managed to change adversity into strength and positivity.